It's me again. Welcome back to the channel. This time you get to look at me for most of the video. Usually I'm videoing other things that I'm doing. Today I'm recording somewhere on here a Photoshop picture that I'm restoring. I am a professional digital video repair technician. That's what I call myself. I do make money at it, therefore I'm a professional. I am not an artist and I am not a Photoshop expert. So there are things I do that can be done better. Things I don't know. The customers are happy. I get paid. I'm good. I don't have a big monitor. So the computer is here and the camera is here. I have a second camera running there. I don't even know if it's going to work. This is an experiment with that one for audio and video. If it works, I'll be able to use it later. All right. Syncing. My phone is over here. My camera phone is over here. I'll show you a picture. That's why I'm looking here instead of here and everything. Also, here's a picture of the rat's nest that this recording is causing. It's because it's not this is not set up on a regular basis. This was kind of thrown together today. If I was to leave this set up for this purpose, all the cables would be run better and out of sight, and it's a nightmare. But I'm doing all kinds of digitizing. I'm digitizing some stuff for my mother on the laptop sometimes and over on the VCR, and I'm digitizing stuff for a customer here, scanning documents on the laptop that's under the laptop that's here. It's a very compact office. Means, so a lot of stuff, not a lot of room. And I take up most of the room. I could fix that, but I'm not going to. Let's just be truthful. So we have, wherever I've put it, Mr. Dale's picture. I've already saved it as a PDF because I did probably 20 minutes of this earlier, and Photoshop 2024 decided, screw you. In particular, screw you. And shut it down and I hadn't saved any of my work. So I have a picture from 1956 here. I believe this is actually Mr. Dale. And Photoshop 2024's new crop tool used to be set up where you clicked on crop and the entire picture was already highlighted. Then you adjusted it down. Now, unless there's a setting I'm not aware of, you have to actually select the whole picture yourself. If you're adjusting the whole picture like I am. And so I need to crop these borders out because the customers generally don't want them. And yes, I could have done all this before, but I didn't. I want to kind of this is the first time I'm doing one of my Photoshop videos. That's why I picked a simple picture. I have another one I'm going to do later, probably tomorrow, since I have so many different things I'm doing all at one time. And that one's a little more involved. So let's click over here. All right, I always work from multiple layers so that I can have an unaltered original. First thing, even though it's black and white, I want to convert it to a different black and white because it will get rid of some of the colors and, obviously get rid of the age colors and staining. Sometimes, if you correct it right, it will actually get rid of some of the damage. Although in this case, it doesn't. I know from doing it previously that infrared is the one I wanted to go with. So that's done. Go here so I can actually work on it. And once again, I cropped it, and I think the original is just a little bit crooked because I have to fix it. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna crop the whole. I'm gonna fix this with crop because fixing it with the clone stamp tool is possible, but these windows I learned on the last one are really hard to line up. So I'm going to go ahead and move that down. I will be taking a break here in a few minutes because my wife has to go get ready, and since she's disabled, I have to help her do that. So she will text me or call me or something, and so there will be a cut at some point in the video, and that's just me going to help her. Okay, so how does that look? There we go. That looks good. So now we can do a good zoom in and go to my spot healing brush tool. I do have a tablet, which I see. It's a Huion, I guess is how you say it. It's a really big tablet. It's actually got a larger footprint than my laptop. This is a great tablet. A boss of mine had given it to me at one point, and wow, too big. It's even bigger. You know what? Because it likes to crash all the time. We're saving it today. I'm saving it multiple times today. Normally, I don't have to do that, but the problem is Photoshop 2024 and laptop 2020. So the laptop is just over 3 years old. Well, I've had it just over 3 years. And it's getting to, even though I expanded the memory, took it from 4 to 20 gigs of RAM, it's getting to where Photoshop doesn't like running on it very well. So here in a year or so, I'm probably going to have to get a different computer. And that's money I don't have. Yes, so right now I'm using the spot healing brush tool. It's 99% of what I use to fix pictures. There are a lot of other techniques. A clone stamp is the other main one that I would use. This one's going to be a kind of an easy one. It's just a lot of little damage, which I can just effectively just paint out. Sorry, I need new glasses, and I don't have the $600 to go get them, so I will have to be leaning in to look at the image. And there's a lot of stuff on here that, quite honestly, I'm fixing that the customer would never see. It's because I'm zoomed in much farther than they will ever be, even on the 4x6 that I end up giving them for this. And honestly, some of this is just the hold on one second. One of my digitizing projects stopped. A lot of this is just, quite honestly, the customer won't notice, because they're never going to put this on a computer and zoom in to 92% or 100% or anything like that. They're not going to zoom in that close on the even if I give them a digital version. And on the tops, I've found that the the spot healing brush tool doesn't like edges. See, it just kind of blurs them out. So on the edges, I have to use the clone stamp. And so I'll run it down to a really small size and then just paint it up. And it's not enough to give me a repeating pattern that the clone stamp likes to do. Fun fact, my boss, since I do this for a company, and I both independently have seen pictures that have come to us, the original picture, and we scan it. There we go. And we scan it, and after we get the scan on Photoshop and we zoom into the water damage, we both noticed independently on different pictures that the water damage sometimes has what appears to be a clone stamp tool repeating pattern, which is kind of unnerving, because why would it be a repeating pattern on what you would expect to be random damage from water? And it's kind of weird. So maybe we're living in a simulation, and maybe not. But people aren't giving us, well, I don't expect people are giving us pictures that have been altered on Photoshop and then have us fix them, because we have the original picture. We can actually feel the texture of the water damage. It's not inside the print, if you will. It's on the picture, not in the picture, if you understand the meaning. On the picture means on the physical paper. On the outside, you can feel it and or see it, see the difference. In the picture means it's actually a part of the picture that was there when it was taken or processed. And so I can't imagine people are damaging picture digitally and then giving it to us to repair. That just doesn't make any sense, especially if it's something where we can actually feel and see the texture from the water damage. Just kind of strange, and I don't have an explanation for it other than maybe pareidolia. The human brain likes to see patterns. Maybe there was no pattern, and it just looked similar enough that the brain saw it and, oh, it looks like a pattern. It looks the same, and it wasn't. It was just similar. I don't know. Couldn't explain it. But I have seen it, and I know, at least one other person has too, on another picture. This damage here is never going to be completely repaired. This photo is so, I want to say dirty. I don't think it's actual dirt. Oh, there's something on my screen. Okay, there we go. I can't clean off things on the screen like that. Okay. All right. So there's a, I like to go back and forth a few times. It lets me see things that I've missed. Because I get in here and I almost get blind. I get eye strain because, like I said, I can't see for crap. And so that's why I'm not even in frame, because I'm having to lean forward so much. I don't have room for a large monitor and or TV. I have a large TV that I can use. Well, a large, 27 inch or so. But I don't have room for it on the desk. And if you saw the picture of the setup, you understand why. This is not going to clean up very well. I'll be able to smooth a lot of this out, but it's always going to be a little dirty, just because it's a dirty. Not dirty. The picture looks like it has a lot of dirt on it, and I don't try to clean pictures anymore. I did that once and actually damaged the picture, the original. Then I had to repair a whole bunch of damage on the digital version and then give the damaged picture back to the client. That was not a good day. It was not a fun day. So I don't clean pictures anymore. I probably should have tried to clean this one. Yeah, there's a little spot I missed right there. So either way, you get the idea. I may speed it up a little bit here, and I may not, because I can't talk as fast as I can speed. If I speed it up, then you can't hear me comment. You may not even want to hear me comment. Either way, since this is a nice little random YouTube channel. By the way, thank you for all the people who listened to my Who Goes There audio adaptation and responded and commented. Some really great comments. I really enjoyed hearing from y'all and seeing that y'all liked it, and even a few little ideas on how it could have been better. Although I'm not a professional audio person, I don't have a degree or anything. I do it strictly for fun, and I haven't been able to do it in several years. That little production was a lot of blast. It was entirely on me. I wrote the adaptation and got connected with the voice actors and got their voices, their lines sent to me, and I put it all together. And so any drawbacks in that production are mine and not the voice actors. Trust me, they did a great job. I know that's kind of cliche. Everybody always says that, but this is true. My voice actors, the voice actors in my show did a really great job. Sadly, 2 of them have since passed away. One of them, I believe the one that played Mr. Hawks on the radio end of a conversation, I believe he had a brain tumor and passed away on the table while they were trying to remove it. I'm not entirely sure about that. And the one I believe that played Clark, I could be wrong on this, had some heart problems and eventually passed away. I think it's Seth Adams, sure. I think he played Clark. He played Batman in an audio drama for quite a while on a website. They finally had to shut it down because DC came in and sent them a cease and desist letter, and it was a big old nasty thing. It was a great show too. I don't know why. I don't understand why DC would do that to their fans, because quite honestly, all it did was make us love the characters and the storylines better. But that's what happens. They own the copyright, so they can do whatever they want with it. I do have at least two more audio productions I'm going to put up. They are not productions that I made. They are stories that I wrote that someone else put into audio production form, and audio form. And I'll get those posted here before too long. I've got the audio drawn down. I just got to do a little intro video for them, intro vocals, whatever I end up doing. And I hope you enjoy those too. I have a third one I want to put up. It's a production that I did of someone else's story. I'm yet to decide if I'm going to do that. It's really the first audio drama that I ever produced. And I've got to listen to it again, because if memory serves, sorry, I have the hiccups. If memory serves, you can tell it's my first one. It's I don't know if it's good enough to post for you guys, but we'll see. I'll listen to it and I'll see if it's good enough. If it's all right, I'll send it. If it's not, then I'm not gonna punish your eardrums with it. The story is a great story. It's my production of it. I think it was the first audio production that I ever did for someone else. All right, I got to get in on Mr. D's face here real quick. Yeah, doing the faces is always the hard part, but I like having my tablet, because if I was using the mouse uses this entire circle here that I've got flashing, the cursor, if you will, I guess. And so I don't like to use the mouse, because it just globs the whole thing. And with my stylus, even with the cursor set like that, it's touch sensitive, so I can get in and do some seriously minute work. Again, you have to remember, this is 3" by 3" picture, and I zoomed way in. A lot of this repair work I'm doing here will never be seen by anybody. It won't appear on the prints or anything, but my personal opinion is that the human eye and the human brain will pick up very minute things, but on a subconscious level, and that can affect your opinion of the photo or the repair job. And I could be completely bonkers on that, but I firmly believe that you can look at a picture and go, yeah, there's something wrong with it, and not be able to tell what's wrong with it. But if you were to zoom in like this, then you could see, oh yeah, there's a line on his face. I didn't see that. And what it is, you didn't see it consciously. I think I went down a little too far on this, so I got to go back over here. Yeah, I did. I went down a little too far. I missed some stuff. Either way, I enjoy doing Photoshop. Like I said, I consider myself a professional because A, I've been doing it for a few years, 3 years now, and B, because I get paid to do it. And if you don't do it well enough to get paid, then you're not much of a professional. Customers like what we do. We get paid. And I say we because I'm doing it for a company. So professional, yes. Expert, no. Artist, absolutely not. I know artists. I know what that word means, and I don't consider myself an artist on this. I've done some things that I've considered were pretty amazing, and I don't know how I did them, but I still don't consider myself an artist. Phlearn, Aaron Nace over at Phlearn, PHLEARN. You want somebody who knows who's a Photoshop expert, and in a lot of ways an artist. Go look at his stuff. And Piximperfect. Go watch Unmesh on Piximperfect. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tag those two guys. Just hopefully they'll see this and come in and either rip me a new one because I have no clue what I'm doing, or give me some tips to help me do it better. All right, now that I'm done with the face, I can zoom back out some. But yeah, if you want to see artists, there's a lot of people that do Facebook that are artists, and I am not one of them. All right, what are we doing here? Okay, that's not bad. Repairing. The trick is sometimes you repair it and it leaves a line showing where the repair was, even though the repair is not, the damage isn't there, the coloration or discoloration still is, and that's kind of a pain. Sometimes you have to do it, and yet there may be better ways to do this that I'm just not aware of. You get into habits of doing things because you'll do something and it turns out in a way that you like and it works, and so that's just kind of what you stick with, and that's human nature, and I are human, so we'll see what happens. I've actually got another photo, an old family photo I need to bring back up, since I've learned a few things since I worked on it the first time, and there's actually some writing on it that I'd like to try to enhance and read. I don't actually think that's not what I meant to do. I don't actually think I'll be able to do it because it's so faint. But I'll put that one up when I go to work on it. Yeah, now it's just lines and cracks, and there's not a lot of those. A lot of this stuff I don't want to fix because it may give it a little character. Now on the skin, I want to fix what I can. Oh, I hate working on fingers. I actually have an archive of photos, probably 30,000 photos. When we archive family photos for people, just archive, not Photoshop. And of course the Photoshop work, pictures too. I keep them, and if I need shoes or fingers or hands or something, I have a whole library of pictures from which I can draw of skin tones, just about every skin tone, just about every colored shoe, clothing, pants, shirts. Even if it's not the same shirt, I can usually match the style a little bit if I need to recreate something that's destroyed on a photo, because you can only repair so much before you have to start getting parts from other photos. Now, this one is not damaged so that I would need to do that. This is an easy repair job here. As a matter of fact, we're almost done with it. I'm just fixing now. These lines here, these are really quick and easy to fix. Again, most of this will never be seen on the original, and I need to save two versions of this because Mr. D wants a 3x3 or 3.5 by 3.5, an original size picture print, and I believe he wants a 5x7. I'll have to look at my pickup sheet to determine that. Now this here, when you do a shoe like this, I can't recreate the laces in the shoes because there's just nothing there to recreate. And I could go into my archive I was talking about, but quite honestly, we're charging this guy, Mr. D here, Mr. Dale, a minimum fee for this repair, and it's probably a little low of a charge, but he's a repeat customer. We've done a lot of work for him, so we kind of give him a break just because he's a nice guy and he always pays on time. And for this one, actually, he paid cash up front, which is not something we ask for. As a matter of fact, I personally don't like doing that because I don't like to get paid until they see the product and say it's okay. Although with a repeat customer, if they didn't like your work, you wouldn't have a repeat customer. So I went over to his house and picked it up since I was in the neighborhood, and got to visit with him and his wife again because I haven't seen him in a while. And I just charged a minimum charge. If they wanted us to recreate these shoes, it'd be at least double what it is, and I don't know that I could. But on these shoes, I can't recreate the laces, and I don't want to completely smooth out the lines because the lines give it texture. They give it a little depth. Like this crease here is a crack in the surface of the photo, but I think it's also a lighting area in the picture as opposed to on the picture like I was speaking about earlier. So the crack was on the picture. See, the crack is on the picture, but where the crack is also gives a little natural lighting texture on here. So I don't want to blend that in and smooth that out, and then we just got this flat surface. And so I don't want to just wipe everything out. So sometimes an imperfection that's on the photo, repairing it and taking it out can actually harm the end product. And I don't want to do that, obviously. This bottom corner looks pretty good. Okay. All right. So before and after, not a lot of differences. So before, a lot of purple. The black and white pictures over time fade into purple. There's some ink marks up here, like pen marks, just from accidents. And then this is probably fingerprint or oils from fingers. This down here also. So you take that out with the color correction and it enhances the cracks, but that enhancement actually kind of makes it easier to remove the crack. And then we do the recovery. I want to see what this spot is here. Nope, that's in the picture. There's one I need to, let me see what that looks like. No, that's not on the picture. That's in the picture. See, on the picture, this is on the picture. And yeah, I know you're smart enough to figure that out on your own. Trust me, you're smarter than I am on these things, probably. If you're watching this, you probably know more. If you're interested in it, you probably know more than I do about photos and stuff. I'm not a photographer. I don't know how to develop photos and things like that. This is on the picture. This is in the picture. And you can tell the difference. So I think that turned out pretty good. Now let's throw some, all right, let's make a, okay, so we make a layer there that's just the whole picture. Now let's go use some smat shapping. And there we go. I got to get in close. That's a little yeesh. I'm not sure that's going to look good. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens here. Really can't even tell the difference. Really can't even tell the difference. You know what? I think it, yeah, you can't even tell the difference, but Um, I'm seeing some stuff that I missed the first time. There's always stuff I miss. And the sharpening kind of brought some of this stuff out. So I may not have actually missed it, but some of this was here. The sharpening did not bring that out. Or this coloration. So on a 3x3, stuff on my screen, it makes it look like it's on the picture. Ah, sorry, that was not on purpose. Remember, I have a second camera running, so I gotta make faces at it sometimes too to see if it's working. And looks good to me. Looks good to me. Okay, so here at the end, we're going to synchronize. I hope actually, no, I'll synchronize at the beginning. I hope this video and this video is synchronized with wherever the other video is with the thing. So if it's not, just forgive me. I'm not a video editor either. I'm just an amateur guy doing stuff for fun and a little bit of money. So there we go. I'm not going to mess with... I'll crop it to I got to save 2 versions, different crops and stuff, and I got to grab papers and see what's going on. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was something to take some time up, spend some time your day watching other people do other stuff. That's what Board Text is all about. Just what I feel like putting up there, I put up there. Just for the record, nothing is sponsored. My phones, and cameras, and laptops, and recorders, and I use a ClearClick recorder for the video. My old Samsung phone. I don't even know the brand of the camera up up there that I'm using. Hawaiian tablet, Asus computer. None of this is sponsored. I bought all of it, or I was given the tablet. The ClearClick actually belongs to my boss. I have one, but it's over on the other part of the room doing stuff. So nothing is sponsored. Not a monetized channel. So thumbs up, thumbs down. If this is not a good video, tell me. I won't do anything about it, but tell me anyway. I enjoy doing these things. I'll have another one I'm going to do the next day or two. It's a much larger picture. I don't even know that it has more repair. It's just a different picture. It's a big oval picture I have to work on. I actually can't scan that. I had to use my camera phone to take a picture of it and import it that way. By the way, 1958, Mr. Dale's picture here. I think that's Mr. Dale, actually. So that's how we do it. I thank you for watching. Bye.